to this, the first night of Kali Yatra festival. It's indeed a pleasure to have you all here, and my job is very, very simple tonight, to say welcome to each and every one of you who took time out to come and join with us this wonderful evening of worship dedicated to Devi Mata, Maha Kali. My devotees, I would like to just say a special welcome to the Pundits who are here, our officiating Vyas, Pandit Deodath Vyas, who's already seated on the Singhasan. Baba, welcome. To Pandit Dinesh, welcome again. To Pandit Raj and Pandit Vishesh, welcome to Pandit Ganesh who is here. Thank you very much, Baba, for coming. To all the other Pandits, if I miss anybody, welcome. In our midst this evening, a very, very important person is Dr. Deodath Sharma, and we'd like to ask him to come and give greetings, bring greetings. So, Dr. Sharma, could you come join us, please?
On behalf of the National Council of Indian Culture, I too would like to welcome you tonight, the first day of first night of this Yatra. We are very pleased as NCIC to give this hall to the Kali Yatra group to have this Yatra. I think this is the second that you have been having here, and we hope that you will have many more of these in the future. Reverend Pundits, devotees of Goddess Kali, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. I'm very grateful to have been invited to this Yajna by the Kali Yatra Committee, and especially Mr. Rick Raghunanan, who personally contacted me and insisted that I come and bring greetings on the occasion of this annual Kali Yajna. I would like on behalf of my organization, the NCIC, to offer words of special welcome to you all to the Bisram Gopi Sangeet Bhavan, in whose hallowed hall we are all seated here tonight. I trust that you will have a very enjoyable and comfortable stay with us tonight and for the next few days of the Yajna. Bisram Gopi and National Ramaya, God bless their souls, were the co-founders of the NCIC that was formed in 1964. It was a struggle to reach this stage, and though we have not achieved what we would like to, great strides have been made, and today we are able to let its facilities for use by innumerable organizations, both cultural and religious like yours, and for occasions like weddings, lectures, conferences, school graduations, and for those who may not have adequate facilities for hosting such activities. We have in the past few years developed a relationship with the Kali Yatra Committee, largely through the efforts of Rick, and we are extremely pleased that the bonds have grown and look forward to continuing association in the future. I am especially pleased that you have as your Vyas, Pandit Deodath Vyas, who has made a reputation for himself in delivering religious discourses, which I must say has been of a very high standard. I look forward to hearing him tonight, and perhaps other nights if my other engagements will permit. I will try my best to come again. A very special welcome, Panditji, to NCIC Nagar, and hope I will see you more often at Nagar. Tonight we all gathered to listen to discourses on the Hindu goddess Kali, who has been a source of mystery and fascination to mankind. Her name means time as well as death. Kali also represents that darkness into which all other colors lose their distinct identity. Put another way, all things that exist in time must end in death, and it is death that all beings lose their distinct individuality and gets resorbed into the great consciousness that is Mother Kali. She is our final destiny. Sri Ramakrishna Paramhans, in recalling his vision of the goddess, said, and I quote, "I saw a limitless, infinite, effulgent ocean of consciousness. What was happening in the outside world, I do not know. But within me, there was a steady flow of undiluted bliss, altogether new, and I felt the presence of the Divine Mother. Kali is a goddess that defies every standard of decorum. Her hair is disheveled, her tongue is outstretched. She wears a garland of skulls and a skirt of human arms. While she is not a pretty goddess, she is indeed that ferocious being who emerged from the brow of Goddess Durga, especially for the purpose of destroying the demons Chanda and Munda. In a world such as ours, full of terrorism and crime, there is no better source of comfort for us than our mother. She is fierce and unrelenting in battle against all that is evil. At the same time, however, she is eternally gentle and comforting to her devotees. She protects all who take refuge in her. Swami Vivekananda describes the mother as, and I quote, all merciful, all powerful, omnipresent. These are attributes of the Divine Mother. She is the sum total of the energy of the universe. Every manifestation of power is the universe. In the universe is Mother. She is life, she is intelligence, she is love. She is in the universe, yet separate from it. She is a person and can be seen and known. Established in the idea of Mother, we can do anything. She quickly answers our prayers. According to Swami Vivekananda, one only needs to accept the Mother with the faith of a child, and all else will be taken care of. Thou art my mother, and I am thy child. This is the last word in spirituality, the Swamiji has said. I should like to end by taking this opportunity, with your permission, Rick, to invite you all to our 31st annual Yatra, that is the Diwali Nagar Yatra. This commences on Friday the 29th of September, that is the last day of Navratri, and ends on Thursday the 5th of October. The Yatra will take place right here in this hall and will be presided over by Pundit Deodath Sharma. The discourses will be on Hindu symbolism, which is the theme of Diwali Nagar this year. Diwali Nagar itself commences on Monday, 9th of October, and ends on Tuesday, 17th October, the day before Diwali 2017. You're all invited to these events. Once again, thank you for having me, and I trust that you will have a very fulfilling year here tonight and in days to come. Jai Kalma.
Thank you very much, Dr. Deodath Sharma. I'd like to also recognize the broadcast team. Hi Krish from 106.5 and 103, the first finalists. Sankhya TV as well. Welcome and thank you much for carrying this broadcast across the nation. My dear friends, very, very important announcement tonight. There is a photo booth out in front, and you can go and you can have your photo taken in front of that Divine Mother Murti. And for a small cost of just $20, please, all proceed go towards whatever we're trying to do here. And if you want one with Punditji in front of the Murti, that one will cost you $50. Right? And if you want with all the other pundits, it will cost you $100. So please contact Rick or anyone out in front in the photo booth, and they will direct you how you can get your photo taken. And depends on which one of the pundits you want, the price will go up. So my dear devotees, again, I know we all been waiting for this night, and without any delay, I would like to now introduce to you the Vyas for tonight, for the Deodath Vyas, And I know for sure Baba has a wonderful katha in store for us. So I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this evening's katha. So I now introduce you to Panditji. Prem se bolo Shri Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Prem se bolo Shri Maha Kali Mata ki jai. भक्तजनों पूजन केंद्र में आरती की जाती है। पूजन में जोत बती रही जाती है। आरती से उसकी पूर्ति होती है। आरती करने, देखने और सुनने में समान पुण्य होता है। जो आइए हम सब में इस भाग में That's all. You stand and take part in the waking of the sacred line आरती।
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Saraswati Namaha Om Shri Guru
Kali Mata ki jai, Mapati Mahadev ki jai, Konapata Hanuman ki jai, Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. Bhaktajanam, as Mujhe, can you take your seats? Let me at this time, my devotees, extend to you Shiva Swagatam, a most cordial welcome to this evening's puja, the worship of the divine goddess, the soothing dark colored goddess Maha Kali Devi. Kali Puja is not something that is new. Kali Puja is not something that is recent. In the 7th century AD, when Sir John Marshall discovered in the Indus Valley civilization the beautiful forms of the World Mother in many different forms. And so, this is something that is new. It is not new, it is not recent. Understanding Kali, Kali Katha. Preceding today, we have had 5 evenings of Kali Katha. We have been to Esperance in San Fernando. We have been to Calcutta in Freeport. We have been to Felicity. We have been to Arima. We have been to St. James. And Kali has brought us to this beautiful shrine. And I want to especially say welcome to all of you to these 4 evenings of Kali Katha. This evening, many thanks to all our Pundits who are here and to all the groups who have come to give us their blessings. I want to say many thanks. I'm accompanied by our Secretary Prakash Mandir, Beneficiary Maniplesh, Terry, Raj, and others. John, it's nice to have you and the group with us. So this evening, our first evening, special welcome to the President of NCIC, my god brother, who is none other than Pandit Deodath Sharma. His father was my guru and still is my guru. Thank you very much, Papa, for being here. God bless you. Thank you all for being here. Kali Puja in days gone by has been very secretive. In the villages, I keep explaining, they used to be the older folks, and they will go throughout the village with a thali and a lota, sometimes on a tray, and they will have the red hibiscus flower in it. And they will go from place to place, Kali might be big, seeking little donations. And the donations that they got then was for Kali Puja. And beneath the trays, they will sit and they will worship Kali in a separate way. Then it was a bit secretive. But today, Kali is no longer a secret and the worship is no longer confined. So this evening, as we continue to bring Kali back, it is bringing Kali back into our villages. And in those days, when Kali Puja was done, the villages were protected. My village had Kali Puja too. The villages were protected because wherever you do Kali Puja, you must do Bhairav Puja. Wherever you do Durga Puja, you must have Bhairav Puja. Kali and Bhairav, they are the protective forces, and then it was so peaceful. There was no bloodshed in those days. Look at what happened. Now that Kali has been removed from our villages, see what is happening. Bringing back Kali into our lives. Kali is a wonderful goddess. She is a soothing black goddess. She is Maha, and Maha will always be one of compassion. So let me say this evening. Today happens to be a very special day. Today marks the death anniversary of Ramakrishna, the man who came face to face with Goddess Kali, the man who wrapped his arms around Kali, the one who placed his cheeks against the cheeks of Kali, the one who washed the feet of Kali with tears, the one who surrendered his life to Maha Kali. This is the Ramakrishna the world speaks about today. And today, being his anniversary, we look at the life of Ramakrishna in relation to Kali Devi, and of course the contribution of Ramakrishna to the world today. If you will only go to Dakshineshwar Kali temple in Calcutta, you will see Ramakrishna is still seated in the house in which he is housed. You will see Rani Rasmani is still there seated. You will see Maha Kali, the soothing 33-inch Kali, 33-inch Kali. we try to create the Kali that is in Dakshineshwar. And so, you will see all of this. And the moment you step into the courtyard of Dakshineshwar Kali Mandir, you will feel the presence of Mahakali. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people, they make their way to get the blessings of Mahakali. On the one hand, there is the Vishnu Mandir, there is the Kali Mandir, there is the huge courtyard, and there are the 12 Shiva temples on the other side, and then there is the Ganga. When you paint a picture of this in your mind, then you will realize what this is all about. Where Ramakrishna, he devoted his entire life to the divine goddess Mahakali. And what was his reward? This evening we shall listen. Principal Shri Mahakali Mata ki jai to our radio stations that are here, 106.5, 103.1, and suddenly we must say many thanks to you for taking our broadcast throughout the world. So friends, let's all bow our heads and pray now as we meditate. The object of our meditation is Shri Mahakali Devi, the soothing, down-blooded Mahashakti, the symbol of supremacy. Let's all bow in meditation to Shri Mahakali Devi. Concentrate and meditate now. Simple mantra Om Krim, Om Krim, Om Krim. As the sound of music fills the air, how peaceful. As the sound of music fills the atmosphere, can you feel the peace and the serenity? It is the holy presence of the divine Mahakali. How peaceful, how blissful. Shri Ganeshaya Namah, Shri Saraswati Namah, Shri Gurudev Namo Namah, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Chandikaya. Lord Shiva, the benevolent, the merciful, Mrityunjay Mantra, for our protection, the healing, the curing mantra, the rejuvenating mantra of Bhagavan Shiva. Om Dayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukameva Bandhanam Mrityurmukshyamartam. To the mighty one, the powerful one, जिनको आदि नहीं अंत नहीं मदि नहीं, चरणों में बैठी आश लगाई, विनती हमारी खाली न जाए देवी माँ। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता, नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। श्मशानकालिका काले भट्टकाले कपालिनी गुह्यकाले महाकाले गुरु गुरुविरोधिनी ॐ क्रीं कपालिन्यै नमः। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिविद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं। ॐ Om Anjani Sutaya Virmahi Vayupataaya Dhimahi Tanno Ruddha Prachodayat. For the blessings of Mahalakshmi, for all siddhi, all success. Om Siddhi Padhe Prade Devi Bhakti Mukti Pradayini Manta Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. प्रेम से बोलो श्री महाशक्ति महाकाली माता की जय। Who was he who came face to face with the ultimate reality? Who was he? The purest of the pure, spotless and stainless. Who was he? Who was he? The light of God shone in his eyes. The smile of divinity played on his lips. The wonder of the infinite in his gaze. And the fragrance of the spring breeze was in his wondrous words. Who was he? Who left his footprints in the lives of every devotee. From his lips came the sacred name, Maha. Who was he? He was born for a purpose, and his purpose was achieved. His birth was the birth of spiritual colossus. He was a towering figure of spirituality in motion. Maha flowing from his lips. His eyes focused on the soothing dark form. She was Avatarini, the savior of the world. Humility and simplicity were his cardinal virtues. Who was this great man? He springboard to launch like a rocket to the greatest heights of bhakti, thus loving devotion. The indescribable experience of the Bengali sage, the Maha monk. Who was he? The one who was able, with the physical eyes, to behold the glorious form of Maha. On the northern wall behind the image of Mahakali, two swords were hanging. At the Dakshineshwar Kali temple, as Ramakrishna sat in front of the image of Mahakali, his eyes focused on the glorious form, not even winking. He sat down there, Mahakali, Mahakali, Mahakali. I felt as my heart was being squeezed, he said. I felt as if my heart was squeezed like a wet towel. I was overpowered by a great restlessness as he sat and looked at Mahakali. I was afraid that my dream would not be fulfilled. I could not be a separation for my Kali. As he looked at Mahakali, this is going through his mind. A sadness overcomes him. Life seemed to be not worth living. He kept staring, drinking with the cup of his eyes of the nectar of Kali's beauty. Suddenly my glance fell on the sword that was in the mother's temple. I determined to put an end to my life. I jumped up like a madman and I seized the sword from behind Kali. My life was of no use. If I cannot get your darshan, if I cannot see you with these eyes, I do not want to see that form of yours which is the black basalt image. I jumped up like a madman and seized the sword. Suddenly it happened. The Blessed Mother revealed herself in front of Parahans Deva Ramakrishna. His voice choked with emotion as he continues, Ma Kali, Ma Kali, Ma Kali. This is the moment he prayed for. At the age of 19, he started the worship of the Mother. His hair all turned grey, his skin wrinkled. His only wish was, I want to see you, Ma. The buildings with their different parts, the temple and everything vanished from my sight when Kali appeared. There was no trace of any building and anything material now. Instead, I saw a limitless, infinite, effulgent ocean of consciousness. Kali has come. Kali has come to fulfill the longing of Ramakrishna. Still from his lips, Ma Kali, Ma Kali. As far as my eyes could see, the shining billows were madly rushing from all sides. Kali was rushing towards me. It seemed as if everything had swallowed me up. I was panting for breath. Who was he? I was caught in a rush and collapsed into unconsciousness. What was happening in the outside world, I do not know. But within me, there was a steady flow of undiluted bliss. A bliss, a happiness I've never experienced before, Ramakrishna says. I felt the presence of the Divine Mother. I saw the presence of the Divine Mother. Words could not flow from my lips anymore. I surrendered at the feet of the Divine Goddess Mahakali. There was a moment of silence as I drank with the cup of my eyes of the Goddess of Beauty, Mahakali. Time seemed to have stopped as my eyes saw the glorious image of Sri Mahakali. And when this happened, Ramakrishna remained in that state of bliss. The heavens started to shower flowers, the sound of musical instruments and Jai Jaikar. Friends, follow Shri Mahakali Mata ki Jai, Mahashakti Devi ki Jai, Bhairo Baba ki Jai. The heavens started to chant praises to Mahakali. What they were saying, let's all join together.
Jai Jagadambe Kali Maha, Jai Jai Jagadamba, Jai Kali Devi Ma, Uma Devi Ma, Uma Devi Ma.
Shri Maha ki Jai. Can you imagine? The seat of power is Dakshineshwar Kali Mandir in Calcutta. You cannot separate Kali from Calcutta. Calcutta is the home and the seat, and from Calcutta, Kali Devi has found a place. In California, USA, Kali Devi is worshipped. In every country in the world, Kali Puja is no more secretive, friends. Maha, you have destroyed the demons. Maha, you are my Devi. Ramakrishna's breakfast, Kali, Kali, Kali. Who can fathom the depth of Ramakrishna? Who can fathom the depth of Ramakrishna? It's Ramakrishna who came face to face with Kali. Who can fathom Ramakrishna's depth? Swami Vivekananda Narendra was his name. When Narendra Swami Vivekananda was asked to write the life story of Kali, Narendra Ramakrishna Vivekananda, when he was asked to write the life story of Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, he recoiled. When someone asked him to write the life of Ramakrishna, he said, ask me to drive the ocean, I shall do it. Ask me to drive the ocean, I shall do it. Ask me to crush the mountains into grains of sand, I shall do it. But please, do not ask me to write the life of Ramakrishna. ऐसे गिरी से मन साथ कर चलेंगे सुन पाते सुनकर बरसाता लेकिन बद मुड़ गई लिखट ये निगृहिता सर्वदा सर्वकाल चरति पुनानामिष पारमित. If I take all the branches of the trees and link them into pens, if I take the ocean and make it in the air, if I were to take the surface of the earth and make it in the paper, yet still I give this to Saraswati Devi to write the glories of Ramakrishna. Charati Tava Punanam Ishparan Ati. Pen, paper, ink will be insufficient. Can a little ant fathom the depth of the ocean? Swami Vivekananda answers questions. Can a little candlefly outshine the light of the sun? Ask me to crush the mountains, I shall crush them. Ask me to trap the oceans, I shall. Don't ask me to write the life story of this giant amongst men. Who were the parents of such a man who has left his life in the history of Hinduism? Who is this man that we fondly remember today? His parents, Sri Shri Ram Chakravarti was his father. He lived in Shipur and Madhpur, a village in Hooghly district. In the Hooghly district in Bengal, I can tell you this with authority. I have been to Bengal. We have been to Calcutta. We have been to Kalima. And we have been prepared for Kali's puja. It is said that a very pious gentleman who was much given to meditation and God, a highly spiritual man. But he used to worship Lord Rama. He used to worship Bhagavan Sri Ram with such faith. People thought that Sri Ram will come down to give him his blessings. People had so much respect for Ramakrishna's father, they will wait until he go to the well first. They dare not touch the water until he goes first. And then they will go. When he was finished his bathing, the villagers will go after him. Such was the father of Paramahansa Deva Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna. His mother was a woman of noble qualities and a matching character of her husband. She was so kind and so charitable. If Ramakrishna's mother saw anybody who was hungry at her doors, she would have no rest until she fed them with whatever she had in her house, and they were not wealthy people. There were 3 sons in this family. Ramakumar was the eldest, Rameshwar was the next one, and Ramakrishna, he was the youngest. Ramakrishna is also known as Paramahansa Deva. When he was born on the 18th of February. Right? On the 18th of February 1835 he was born. I am proud to be born on the 18th of February. Maybe this is why I love him so much and I love Kalima so much. We share the same birthday, not the same year. Strange though they may appear, there's a special story about the boyhood of Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna's father, Khudiram, he went to a place called Gaya. One night in his dream, he saw a 4-armed form, Ramakrishna's father, before Ramakrishna was born. This is how you would have the birth of Ramakrishna. He had a dream, he saw a 4-armed form, Shankar Chakra Kadapatma Banamara Vibhushanam. Who is the 4-armed form? Narayan. Narayan was the form. Narayan was the form. Shashanka Chakram Sakirita Kundalam. And when he saw in vision the 4-armed form, he prostrated to that 4-armed form Narayan. And what did he say in his prostrations to Narayan Bhagavan? Let's join together.
Shri Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. Shri Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. Shri Narayan, Narayan,
Lakshmi Narayana Bhagavan ki jai. So in his dream he saw Lord Vishnu, Shankar, Chakra, Gada, Padma form. And Bhagavan Vishnu, he spoke and said, I shall be born as a son of yours. Khudiram had 2 sons already. This was the 3rd son who he was going to bring forth. And Sri Vishnu Bhagavan said, I shall be born as your son. He woke up from his dream. Was it a dream? Was it a vision? His mind racing over what he dreamt. During his stay at Gaya Dham, one day while he was at Gaya having that dream, his wife, she was standing near the house in the neighborhood. There were 2 ladies with his wife. And suddenly she felt a mass of condensed air coming from the Shiva Mandir. Close was the Shiva Mandir. And she felt a mass of air just coming towards her. That mass of life entered into her womb. Ramakrishna's wife. At once she told her companions what happened. They kept it a secret. That light that came from the Shiva Mandir entered into her womb. Khudiram returned home. He had no doubt whatsoever about his wife. She was now carrying through that divine light in her womb Ramakrishna. This is how Ramakrishna entered into her womb. It so happened Ramakrishna was born at the close of a period of 10 months and 10 days. With the birth of Ramakrishna the baby, he was named Deodath. He was fondly called Gaddai. Ramakrishna's parents were very poor people. But with the birth of Ramakrishna, things suddenly changed and everything seemed to be moving better and better for them. It so happened one day, baby Ramakrishna, he was barely 5 months old when his mother came into the room and she did not see her son Ramakrishna. Her son Ramakrishna was not there. In his place, there was an 8-month-old child. Where is my Ramakrishna? An 8-month-old child. She cried out in pain. Khudiram, the husband, came. He said, I knew this beforehand. I knew this would happen beforehand. She said, go and get someone. Something must have possessed my baby. Go and get someone to remove the spirit from him. But he who is conceived by the light, by the consciousness of Shiva, can his spirit ever harm him? As a boy, Paramahansa Dev, he was fair complexion. He was a bit slim. Everybody loved him. The ladies in the village, they all loved him. They cherished him. Could you tell me, Gadadhar, why is it I love you so much? One of the ladies said. Can you tell me why I love you so much? Ramakrishna smiled and he walked away. And Ramakrishna had a mission. Once Ramakrishna went to visit them in the village and they dressed him with new clothes. He took out the clothes and he tore them up into pieces. He just put a cowpin over him, just a piece of yellow cloth over him. He came back to his parents and said, look how I have dressed. I have dressed like a sadhu today. From a tender age, the concept of a sadhu was enshrined in his mind. He didn't want no suits of clothes like what we wear. He tore it up and he just wore a yellow cloth over himself. He says, look how I have dressed like a sadhu. Today the sadhus have fed me. I shall eat nothing for today at home. The sadhus have fed me. From a tender age, the man who came face to face with the soothing darkness, when it was time for his education, of what use is study? I shouldn't say this because children today will see the same thing. So children, don't listen to this. Okay. Ramakrishna said, of what use is studying? I'll have none of that. Because that makes one get only one's daily food. When I study and I become educated and I become certificated, that is only to get my daily food. So Ramakrishna, not that he didn't like school, he had his priorities right. And this was engraved in his memory. He loved kirtan, he loved singing, he loved the chandi. You know the chandi is recitation of the verses. He loved this, the recitation of the chandi, the chandi part. He loved the songs. And so Ramakrishna, from a tender age, his voice was so sweet. Those who heard him sing, you know what happened? He stole their hearts. He loved it. Hey Giri Nandini. He loved to hear the verses, Hey Giri Nandini. Beautifully sung. Praises to the divine. Right from his birth to his adolescence, Ramakrishna, he was absorbed in devotion, in drinking again and again the nectar of devotion. He will sit at a tender age and he will chant his beautiful verses to Maha. Kali was his life, Kali was his love, Kali was everything to him. From a tender age, he is being attracted to the spiritual path. From an early age, Ramakrishna was very truthful. One of the things he believed in, truth, is Satyam Eva Jayate. Truth is what he believed in. one of the maids who had taken care of him. Ramakrishna was of the Brahmin quality. But the lady who took, Dhani was her name, who took care of him, she was lower down. He promised her, when I am getting Krishna, when I am getting my Janam Sanskar, you will be my godmother. The time had come when he was going to be tested. When his elder brother Ram Kumar said, no, this can't happen, this is not a tradition. You know what he said? If I break my promise, I will be an untruthful person, unfit to wear this sacred gem. I cannot break this promise. Tradition has to be broken. So let's join together. As Ramakrishna, he loved the Chandi. You know who is Chandi? Chandi is Durga. Chandi is Kali. He loved Mahakali. We do 3 verses of this beautiful prayer. Mahashakti Kali Mata ki jai.
Aigiri Nandini Nandita Devi Vishwani Rohini Nandaride Guruvara Shilori Navadi Vishwani Rasana Vishwani Aigiri Nandini
Principal Mahashakti ki jai. Ramakrishna was not interested in studies. Even when he came to study Sanskrit with his elder brother Ramkumar, this had no appeal to him. The ladies of the neighborhood took a liking to him, fair, handsome, beautiful. They derived pleasure in hearing him sing. They will gather together and he will begin Maha, 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 touching the hearts of each at destination. Rama's calling was about to be fulfilled. Ramakrishna. He was first assigned to dressing the image of Mahakali. He had to dress the image of Kali. But before Kali is dressed, her clothing will be taken off and water will be brought and Kali will be given the sacred bath. The pujari will hold the vessel close. Not a drop of Kali's water must fall. Ramakrishna is looking, Ma Kali, Ma Kali. And when not a drop of water was fall and collected, that became the Panchamrit. Everybody wanted a touch of that water, Kali Ma's bath water. They wanted that. The holy water, the Panchamrit. So much faith that they possessed. Ma Kali. This silk Banaras sari. It's not any kind of sari you offer to Kali, you know. Kali Devi has on a Banaras silk sari, very expensive. That is what this is. That is the same size of Kali. We try to bring back Kali in that size. 33 inches. Dressed in a Banaras silk sari. A garland of flowers adorn her chest. The flowers that is offered is the ordinary hibiscus flower. You see the same hibiscus, not the arrowroot, the single 5-petal flowers with the pistil. You have the pinkish one and the blood red one. That is what Kali loves. We had to buy this and carry it to Kali Ma to offer it to her. Not knowing much, we did it all. Ma Kali's favorite flower is the red hibiscus. A dramatically beautiful flower. A dramatically beautiful flower. Large and spectacular. 5 of petals are fused into a flared corolla. Splendid like the skills of the flamenco dancers. From its inner lushness rises this single petal, the pistil, whose crimson head is pointed upwards. Kali likes red, explains the shopkeeper as he hands in the red hibiscus. Huge garlands of flowers are intricately woven and they hang on the chest of Kali. There's a full-time garland maker. He makes and he makes and he makes, and Kali, the changes, Kali is all covered with mala. That is the beautiful form Ramakrishna worships. Ma Kali. She wears a chain with 32 stars, a gold chain with 32 stars. One day, the gods asked Rama, what pleases you, Mom? How can we please you? She said, there's a rosary of 32 names. Recite these 32 names and I shall be pleased. The 32 stars in the chain around Kali's neck represents the 32 names of Durga. And by reciting Durga, Durgati Shamani, Durga Padani Bhavani, by reciting this, Devi Ma becomes pleased. Maha. Listen to this, the words of Maha. Can be more soothing. And still people are afraid of Mahakali. When you look at Mahakali Devi, there are many forms, more than 32 forms of Mahakali. How does the Hindu know which form of Kali to worship? You have a Kali which is Smasana Kali, Kali who dwells in the cremation grounds. We're not going there. That is the Kali who dwells in the cremation grounds. You have the Kali who we have brought here. Which is the Kali can you carry to your home? I and you, we can carry Kali to our homes if we haven't as yet. How do we determine which Kali is to be worshipped? You have the Dakshina Kali and you have this Smasana Kali. When you look at the position of the foot of Mahakali, the position of the foot of Mahakali, if Kali steps out with her right foot and holds the sword in her left hand, I want you to remember this. I've mentioned this many times. If Kali steps out with her right foot, so Kali's right foot is in front and the sword is her left hand. Right foot in front, sword in the left hand. She is Dakshina Kali. The Kali we have there is Dakshina Kali. Her foot, right foot is in front and her sword is in her left hand. If she steps out with her left foot and holds the sword in her right hand, then that is the Smasana Kali. Don't bring that Kali in your way. We go to the cremation grounds and we worship her there. That is the Kali who is worshipped. And the Tantrics, they worship that Kali there. We worship Bhavatara, Mahakali. Principle of Sri Mahakali Mata ki Jai. So let's have a beautiful bhajan again and then we shall continue. For Maha Mata ki jai. The very first word in this bhajan is Kalkat. What is Kalkat? An Indian was cutting grass in Calcutta. Two white men came. They could not understand Hindi. The grass cutter could not understand English. So they asked him, what is the name of this place? Not understanding English, the grass cutter thought they asking him, when did you cut this grass? So he said, Calcut. I cut this yesterday. Cut it yesterday, cut this. So these two white people did not know, they were British, they were foreigners. They did not know and they didn't understand. So they thought the man said this place is called Calcut. So from there you get the name Calcutta. It sounds like a story, but this is what it says. The dog guide told us the British could not, say the word Calcutta, sorry. So instead of saying Calcutta, they said Calcutta. So these are some little stories how the birthplace of Ramakrishna got his name. What did Ramakrishna's room look like? You climb the steps and you look in. You see the bed is there. You see the murti of Ramakrishna is there. I am sitting here, but I am in Dakshineshwar, Kali Mandir in Calcutta. Sees everything replaying in my mind. Here is the room. This is the bed. These are the two beds that Ramakrishna had in his room. See how simple it is. Maybe just something over the head, under the head. One bed was high, one bed was low. This is the humble room in which this giant of a man, he lived in. The tile floor. Today, on one of the bed is the picture of Ramakrishna. And puja is done on this bed for Ramakrishna up to today. Why did he have two beds when we can sleep only on one? The higher bed to the wall is which he slept on, and he hardly slept. The lower bed was the seat on which he sat to have discussions with his devotees. One was his seat, and one was the one on which he will close his eyes, and when he closes his eyes, he will be hearing and he will be chanting, Maha. Every sleeping moment, every waking moment. Kali Ma, Ma Kali. as he lay on the bed, no sheet to cover him, just a pillow on his head, and his loincloth and his dhoti. When he closes his eyes, very often he will go in samadhi, in a trance, chanting Kali, Ma Kali, Ma Kali. He will go into deep meditation, into samadhi, into a trance. For hours he will remain submerged in that trance. Ramakrishna's room was in the northwest of Kali temple. Kali temple on the northwest was his room, adjacent to the Shiva Mandir. And there he spent his days. Kali came from his lips. People from all walks of life. The closer one gets to the sanctum, the denser the crowd gets. In excitement, people push towards the front entrance. All they want is to have a vision of Kali. The crowd is there. Devotees, offerings in hand, patiently stand in line for hours to get a glimpse of the divine Kali. They're not hurrying. Patience to get a glimpse of Mahakali. Ramakrishna, very close to the sanctum of Mahakali. As one enters Sri Ramakrishna's room, when you enter Ramakrishna's room, one feels awed by the spiritual intensity of this place. The spiritual intensity of that room of Ramakrishna. This was the room of the God intoxicated. He was a drunk man. His love is what intoxicated him. I don't want to tell anybody to say the man was drunk, you know. He was the love intoxicated devotee. For 14 years, Makali, Makali, Makali. Today, crowds of people come to visit his room, maintaining a respectful silence. When you go into the room of Ramakrishna today, right now, people are awed by the simplicity of this great man, the God-realized man, the God man as they call him. Respectful silence. Devotees are standing, sitting, meditating, walking, and they are bowing to the pictures of Ramakrishna. Some are reading from the Gospel of Ramakrishna. Do you want to see the Gospel of Ramakrishna? We brought in the Gospel. This is the Gospel of Ramakrishna. The words are spoken by the great saint is recorded. For months I've been reading it and I still can't finish. The other thing came with Ramakrishna was the love of his life, the day. In a prayerful mood, children awed in tranquility. What was the atmosphere like in Ramakrishna's room? The warm air was sweet with perfume. Sweet with perfume. And as the doors opened, a soft breeze from the Ganga will flood the room. The two beds of Ramakrishna. Today, priests have put a picture of Ramakrishna which they daily worship. No day goes by without the worship of Ramakrishna. The boy is now 23 years old. A wife will bring him back to earth. This man was in cloud 9, if I may use that term. There was no worldly consciousness. He spoke about women and gold. I ain't going into that one. He spoke about women and gold. For me, these are two important things. What do you say? He was never attracted to anything material. The boy is now 23 years old. A wife will bring him back to earth. The mother of Ramakrishna, she said, son, a wife will bring you back to earth. Is Ramakrishna going to agree to taking a wife when his mind is focused and centered on Mahakali, Mahakali, Mahakali? All that is echoing in something. Since I started this business, that's all I am hearing in my head. Kali, Kali, Kali. He welcomed the suggestion that he must get married. But he looked beyond that. He saw this is the hand of God. It is the hand of his deity who wants him to get married. Ramakrishna was married. A girl of 5 years old. Ramakrishna is 23. We had so much a debate about child marriage. I'm going to be in real trouble when our radio stations broadcast this. But let's continue. What was the name of this child? Sharda Devi or Sharda Mani. She lived in a neighboring village of Jayamrati. Even at this age, she had been praying to God. This 5-year-old was praying to God to make her character stainless. This is what this Sharda Devi was praying, that her character be stainless. She used to look at the full moon. She would pray, Lord, there are dark spots even in the moon, but make my character spotless. It was she, Sharda Mani, who was selected as the bride for Ramakrishna. The marriage was duly performed. Maha. The love of this divine, but you know, the 5-year-old bride did not go into his home until she had reached the age that was permissible. So not at 5 did she go to Ramakrishna's home. The love of this divine couple was unique. It was not a sensuous love. It was not a sensuous love. It was more like, it was not human love, friends. It was a divine love. It's a kind of love, a divine love. The marriage was never consummated. They were never united. They were never united together. The marriage was never consummated. Maha. I think we should say my God. Maha. Everybody, my God. Everybody, my God. My God. Ramakrishna, the God-man, worshipped his wife. Never consummated the marriage. He worshipped his wife as a Devi. He worshipped her as the divine mother Kali. Sharda was very shy. She did not want to be seen in the public. She used to go to the Ganga to bathe before anybody goes. And that is 4 a.m. Ramakrishna lived across the courtyard, a stone's throw away from her. They never stayed in the same room or in the same house. They lived separately. It greatly distressed Ramakrishna. What was the relationship like with Ramakrishna and his wife? In 1872, Sharda Devi paid her first visit to her husband at Dakshineshwar. She lived at Jayamrati. He lived at Dakshineshwar, two separate villages. Her first visit to her husband was in 1872. 4 years earlier, she had seen him. She never met him before. She never saw him before. But 4 years earlier, she had seen him. And she tasted the bliss of his divine company. When she saw him, she became gentle. She heard many rumors about her husband, his insanity, his madness. People felt sorry for Sharda, or you married to a madman. People had shown her pity in her misfortune. The more she thought, the more she felt. She felt that her duty was to be at the side of her husband. A wife's duty. She was now 18 years old. Accompanied by her father, you see, married at 5, and accompanied by her father when she was 18 years old. She arrived at Dakshineshwar, the home of Kali, the home of her husband. She had to walk 8 miles. She had to walk for 8 miles until she reached Dakshineshwar. On the way she had an attack of fever. She reached the abode of her husband. Ramakrishna had a spiritual relationship with his wife. Ramakrishna proved husband and wife can live together as spiritual companions. One day, while Sharda was massaging or squeezing the foot of the master, she asked him, "What do you think of me?" 18-year-old was asking, "What do you think of me?" Quick came the answer. He did not take time to think. "What do you think of me?" He said, "The mother who is worshipped in the temple is the mother who has given birth to my body and is now living with me. And it is the same mother is in the room with me, massaging my feet. The same mother in the temple." You see how he looked at her? He looked at her as the same mother. I always look at you as the personification of the blissful Mother Kali. This is how he looked at his wife, as the personification. Sharda, in the company of her husband, she had rare spiritual experiences. She said, "I have no words to describe my wonderful exaltation of spirit." One day, Ramakrishna, he prepared for Kali Puja, a special dish. He did not take a murti of Kali. He took Sharda Devi as the murti. His wife became the Kali that he's going to worship. He placed her to sit on the seat. And he worshipped the living presence of Kali in Sharda, his wife. Sharda Devi, his wife, became. Look at the relationship between Ramakrishna, the Godman. And when he did this, she went into a trance, he went into a trance. They went to the trance and then they were playing. where they were united in the transcendental being, and returned. When he returned, he saw in his wife. This wife one day said, Kali is in your home. Kali is next to you. Kali is sleeping with you. Kali is walking with you. Kali is in your home. Did I say that one day? And you don't make that Kali get vexed. You know what happened when you make that Kali in your home get vexed? You know what happened? And so when Ramakrishna came down from the transcendental thing, he bursted the song, chanting the glory, singing the Mahakali. And what will happen? Yes, it did happen. Tandem with verse. Let's all join together. Principal Mahakali Mata ki jai.
Kali ki lala maiya, Kali ki lala, jai 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 Shri Kali ki lala, jai 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 Shri Kali ki lala, Kali ki lala maiya, Kali ki lala, oh Kali ki lala maiya, Kali ki lala, jai 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 Shri Kali ki lala, jai 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 Shri Kali ki lala, jai 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 Shri Kali ki
बोलो श्री महाशक्ति देवी की जय। काली के लाल कौन है? Who is the son of Kali? You know who is the son of Kali? Tomorrow he is going to come. The son of Kali is going to come tomorrow. उसका नाम क्या है? उसका नाम भैरव है. He is Bhairav. Tomorrow Bhairav Baba is going to come. Today Ramakrishna. Tomorrow Kali, Radha Bhairav. And then the next day is Maha. Everybody, my God. Everybody, my God. So, you know, there's so much. We could have spent 4 days, you know. You want to see the beautiful form of Sharda Devi. Unfortunately, I have it in black and white. Maybe I could photocopy all of these with, and you'll see exactly the people we are talking about. Sharda Devi. Michael, look, Sharda Devi is right there. Turn to the left and to your right, and you'll see. First picture, Mahakali. Second picture, Sharda Devi, Jalashi. Third picture, who is he? fourth picture, who is he? Narendra. Who is Narendra? Swami Vivekananda. And of course, Dakshineshwar Kali temple on their left. So this is what we are speaking about. So you see, a good teacher has all the apparatus that he needs. Thank you. Principal Maha Shakti Devi ki jai. So tomorrow evening our katha is going to be about Bhairav Baba, and he who is called upon to do Bhairav Baba is Pundit. So he is going to take us to the life of Bhairav Baba, which I'm sure is going to be a wonderful experience. So if you miss any one of these nights, you're going to lose big time. This is a tremendous effort. Everybody is making, Rick and Sally and everybody, they are making a tremendous effort. Rick has sent me to school. My pile of books, I have to sit on my computer, my phone and everything, make sure I get everything correct. Because we have very intelligent people who know what they are doing, and they are here with us. God bless you. My godbrother, Dr. Deodath Sharma, thank you very much for being here. And we really hope you can come one night again. Let's all please stand as we have the Purnahuti, and we're going to have the final arati. As we do the final Purnahuti, the final Hari Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnavam Swaha Om Jayanti Mangalakari Bhadrakari Kaparini Durga Kshama Shivadhate Swaha Sudam Namosute Sarvapapharam Nityam Kamim Nirmalanjalam Achmanam Maya Devam Priyatam Purushottamam Vanaspati Rasotidya Kandhatya Kandavuttamam Akrai Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Pratigrihitam. Principal Mahakali Mata ki Jai. Active.
Jai Kali Maya Kali Maya
बोलो श्री महाकाली माता की जय, भैरव बाबा की जय. So it's time to submit. We pray for the blessings of the divine, the soothing form of Mahakali Devi, Kali Ma, Ma Kali, Mai Kali. We pray together.
Mantrahīram kriyāhīram bhaktīram janāram yotujanam mayānīram padīpuranam vadastuni māmantirumanta kiturityāri श्वास श्वास पद पद प्राण बजाते
बोलो श्री महाकाली माता की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, नवदुर्गा माता की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, महाकाली माता की जय. जय जय सीताराम.